technology used the right way can help you to communicate and get those multiple touch points. It can help you to train, to onboard, to create that experience. And all of those things are a requirement, and I think if you can then get those wins like we've talked about, our sampling platform, for example, shows conversion rates anywhere from 20 to 40%. So we have some companies that part of the onboarding process, they'll give a new distributor 5 samples and then reward them. If you give away those 5 samples, we're going to give you 5 more. And they found that just that concept there, if I give out 10 samples, the odds are I'm going to sign up 2 or 3 customers. I'm going to get those early wins, and I'm much more likely to stay if I say, hey, this is working and this is happening. So I think, Todd, kind of in closing, maybe give us a wrap on, some of the training things that you're doing, some of the key areas and ways that you're seeing people, succeed with, especially during this pandemic, right? It's a different time of building, and so what are some key takeaways that you're seeing right now in the industry that companies and distributors are doing that are really working effectively?
Well, when we went into this weirdness, if you will, whatever you want to call it, there was a lot of uncertainty, and 'cause I don't think nobody knew what was going to happen or had a clue what was going to go on. And so I remember, like, the last time I was on an airplane up until about a week ago was March 8th, flying back from an event. And then we went into shutdown mode. And it was interesting because I ended up doing those next few months, like hundreds of Zoom trainings. I just made myself available to distributor organizations and companies. Like, look, if you want me to come in and train for an hour or 2 hours or whatever, I'm happy to come in. Because I had this feeling, this inkling that there was going to be a need for people to have like this ongoing encouragement in this, time of whatever doom and gloom or whatever you might want to call it. And what I've seen, the companies that have been, that have just, first of all, think about all the people that have been sent home from jobs. Like the companies, and I'm sure you've seen this as well with your clients. Network marketing has done really well throughout this pandemic because people are stuck at home. And I think the messaging that distributors should continue to put out there is, look, we are, as a profession, we're one of the few viable options for an individual to come in and plug and play and go, right? Like even like the network marketing like people have used the term gig economy with network marketing. And I suppose it could be a gig, but a lot of times people refer to things like Uber and Lyft and Airbnb. But even like when we went into shutdown mode, like Uber, Lyft, and Airbnb was non-existent, right? Yeah. And then we became the only option. Like, what else can you do where if you could start making money today, don't have to come up with a business plan, don't have to hire the attorneys, come up with a marketing plan, all these different things. So I think that the individuals that have stayed focused on driving business and providing their distributors, either from corporate to the field or from the field to the rest of the field, with constant, I guess, encouragement, mindset training, keeping people focused in the right areas. Those individuals and those companies have done exceptionally well. And I don't know any company, unless they started in the middle of the pandemic, that hasn't had, good things happen throughout the last 8-9 months while we've gone through this. So, but I think, again, now more than ever, I'm not going to say this is the greatest time for network marketing in the history of network marketing, but it's a pretty good time considering what people have faced. And I don't think any of us have ever experienced what we faced, where people who felt that they had secure jobs, like maybe in the 50s and 60s, people used 70s, maybe they found a job for 30, 40 years and retired. I think I read something about the average number of careers somebody has in their lifetime now is like 4.5. I don't know the exact figure, but even those people that had like really stable, great situations were impacted by it. And so now I think there's a level of open-mindedness more so than ever before about, okay, if there's a legitimate way for me to work from home and not have to leave my house in order to do it, then I'm game, I'm open. And I think a lot of network marketing companies have done really, really well by just, keeping their distributors laser focused and, maybe shifting the messaging a little bit during the pandemic. I mean, it's a good time to say, look, I know, I've talked to you in the past, but I know you're stuck at home and I feel bad that you're not working. I mean, given all that's been going on, are you up to reconsidering taking a look at my business now? And I've taught a lot of people a little different messaging during this time frame where that's worked for them, and they've been able to pique those individuals' interests who perhaps in the past were not open. So I don't know. I just think it's a great time for our profession. I think the tools and the technologies, again, that we have available with mobile apps and all the stuff that you guys are doing with Verb is amazing, that you're providing companies to be better communicators with the folks that are in the field or customers. It's just a beautiful thing. And I mean, I'm as happy as I've ever been being in this space. I mean, I love network marketing. It's been my life. And I appreciate the opportunity to just be here with you guys and share a little bit.
Yeah, no, and I really appreciate that, because we've seen it as well with our clients, that kind of surge that they've found where, for years we talk about it being a home-based business, and now more than ever, everyone's home, and you talk about, I had a guest on that was talking about building a phone-based business. And so people have more time on their hands. They are at home and they're doing things. And I think that's where the direct selling industry has really shown in this time what a great opportunity it can be. And those companies that had that good foundation, that put those tools in place, have really succeeded. And we're excited at Verb. Some of the things we've done with the app, with our Verb Live technology, that's going to allow people to sell and be online and promote and not have to worry about doing a home party or a hotel meeting. Technology, if you can embrace it, really can, lead to a lot of great success. And I think for me, one of the most exciting things has been, I remember when, the VEMA FTC situation happened, and we sat back saying, man, this industry could be in real trouble. But I think the industry has really stepped up and focused on this customer journey, distributor journey. And those companies that are doing that, like we talked about today, and they're putting these principles in place, they're retaining, more customers. They're retaining their business builders. And this is network marketing the way it was intended to be.